That's your question.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the media as we prepare for round one tonight of the entry draft. We made a trade today, trading Reilly Smith to the Pittsburgh Penguins for a third-round pick in 2024. I'd like to thank Reilly for his time in Vegas. He's one of the original players that we selected in expansion, a 6-year player. We're proud that he leaves a Stanley Cup champion. I know that he is going to get a good opportunity in Pittsburgh. I know that he will do well. Our objective has been to try to keep as much of our roster together as we can. I made the comment when I did year-end media that I think we'll be able to return our team almost intact, which is pretty uncommon for a Stanley Cup winner. We have some free agents of our own that we are working on. Ivan Barbashev being one of those players who we signed to a contract today. We think this will give us the ability to pretty much return our team in whole. So that was our objective as we went into free agency. Unfortunately, to get there, we moved Reilly to Pittsburgh to facilitate some of the other moves that we want to make. We were not looking to bring anyone in from outside our organization. All of the decisions that we were making were on people that we just won a Stanley Cup with. So, by definition, that makes those decisions difficult and challenging to make. But we feel that we got our way through it and are excited about what it could mean for the makeup of our roster. I'll take any questions.
Hi, Kelly. Jesse Granger with The Athletic. You mentioned how tough the decision is going between Ivan and Reilly. What ended up being the deciding factor?
Well, it's not between Ivan and Reilly. We've got other free agents as well. Everything intertwines, and there's different ways that you can get to 83.5. So internally, we never made it a decision about one versus the other. I think what we did talk a lot about was Barbashev's impact on our roster when we acquired him from St. Louis, his ability to fit in so seamlessly with Jack Eichel and Jonathan Marchessault to give us a really good top line. And I made the comment when we acquired Ivan on March, or late February, early March, that we've been looking for a player like this for some time. He's in the prime of his career. We gave up a good young player to acquire him. He came in, he played extremely well. We won a Stanley Cup. He was a big part of that. We wanted to keep him. So that's where the conversation began, and then from there you start to go through your different ways of addressing your salary cap and getting it to where it needs to be.
Kelly, hey, Bill Price, NHL.com. You guys won the Cup about 2 weeks ago. When do you go from Cup mode to where you start the ball rolling on this sort of trade and signing with Ivan?
We won the Cup on Tuesday, 15 days ago, I guess. Wednesday, I went into the office for a couple of hours where really all we did was reminisce about the night before. From Thursday on, we've been working in preparation for the draft. From Thursday on, we've been working in discussions with our pro staff on the decisions that we had to make on the roster of the big team. We've hired a coach, Ryan Craig, for our American League affiliate in Henderson. So there's not a lot of time in the NHL after you win the Stanley Cup to put your feet up, because you're in a good way, you're behind 31 other teams or 30 other teams that have been busy on all of these important dates and important events for some time. But it's a problem any of us would happily have, and we'll get some time to reflect and enjoy it a little bit more, once we get through this extremely busy part of our season.
Hi, Kelly. Dan Kingerski, Vegas Hockey Now. Your other big name free agent, Adin Hill, there were some reports that he was close to an extension with you. Optimism that gets done pretty quickly. How would you categorize those talks?
We've been in discussion with Adin and his representatives. They are working really hard to make this happen, to help Golden Knight. It's one of the things that we still have to continue to work at to see where we finish with his status on our team.
Reilly, that Josh with Canadian Press, I know you want to keep your group together, but just looking at the UFA market in general, what do you see? They're not the big names that they usually are, and do these sort of dates like July 1st, the trade deadline, they start to lose a bit of their luster just because of the flat cap and it's so hard to make moves?
Well, we've been living with the flat cap for a while, and as you went through the pandemic and the salary cap was flat, to me, it took a while for even teams, fans, and media to really understand what the ramifications of the flat cap are. And last year to start the season, there was 19 teams in LTIR. When you have restricted free agents, which was the challenge we faced a year ago, we had a number of really good young players that have gone on to be important players on our